Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome back to the course on Forex trading. In this section, we will be talking about technical analysis, and in particular, I will provide you with your technical analysis arsenal, a comprehensive base of technical analysis skills and tools that will help you cover most of the trading situations you will find yourself in. Before we proceed, I would like to underline that whatever we talk about in this section are my views, and all of this is derived from my personal experience of trading. The other tutorials and courses that you might find on the internet, they might have different views and a different variety of skills and techniques to use in the Forex market, and that's totally fine. You're more than welcome to, in your free time, to explore additional skills. However, what I provide you is, in my view, the most important things that will help you in most cases. And to start off with, I would like to quote the Pareto Principle, which states that 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. And this can be applied to things like 80% of peas are usually contained in 20% of the pods in a garden. 80% of sales of a lot of companies come from 20% of their clients. 80% of work can be done in 20% of the time. That's the Pareto Principle, and it applies in lots and lots of situations in life, and I personally believe it also applies in technical analysis. And it's not a coincidence that I call this section Technical Analysis Arsenal, because there's a limited number of skills and techniques that you need to know to cover most of the situations you'll come across. And I believe that the techniques that I'm going to cover in this section are about maybe 20% of the techniques that you can find out there as a starting out trader, and they will cover 80% of the situations that we'll come across. And you'll see that in our live trading. We will limit ourselves to these 20% of techniques, and we'll be able to trade in most of the cases. And so a lot of courses and a lot of books get technical analysis, make it seem very complicated and confusing, and I want to avoid that. In this course, we will look at a limited number of the most efficient, most powerful techniques, and that way they will seem simple, and they are simple, and they will cover most of your trading. Let's sum up in 3 bullet points what we're going to cover in this section. We'll cover techniques and skills that will get you through 80% of situations on the Forex market. And that doesn't mean that you won't know what to do in the other cases. It just means that you won't have to trade in other cases, and you'll find the right situations for these skills and techniques. Not at all, it doesn't mean that you will have any difficulties or trouble. It just means that you will trade when you find these techniques to be working on the market. We will make everything very simple, broken down into extremely intuitive steps. That's the way it should be. Technical analysis is simple in its nature. And everything should be clear. Everything will be clear in this section, because it is important to understand the principles and how they apply. There can't be any gray areas. Technical analysis has to allow you to create a strict trading strategy, which will tell you whether to enter the market or not to enter the market. So those are the 3 things that we'll be aiming for, and that's what you will get from this section.